is up, you guys, and welcome to the Chosen League podcast, where Fire Sports content is the name of the game. I'm your host, Devin. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload an episode. Watch this episode all the way to the end because I don't want you guys missing out what I have in store for you today. So, as we know, game one of the NBA Finals is in the books. Oh, yeah, it's over. It's over. Game one is done. Game two, three, four, five, six, possibly seven. But OKC, man, how y'all messed up that game? Pacers beat OKC 111 to 110, and it just seems like OKC took their foot off the gas. But I'll go more in depth about that in this episode. Question for discussion: what are your thoughts on Game One of the NBA Finals? Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Starting out with OKC, their star players Williams, SGA, and Dort. Williams 17-6 and 4, SGA 38 3 and 5, Dort 15-1 and 4. And the strategy here for OKC, what they from what I've seen in that game, forced turnovers because that's what they did in the first half. Pacers ended up having 19 turnovers. History repeats itself. The last time a team had that many turnovers in a half was back in 1998. They took the ball out of Haliburton's hands, which had him only score had a few points. Lombard running the pick and roll. So normally Haliburton runs the pick and roll, but they put it in. They forced it. They forced the ball into Lombard's hands. They locked down the paint. They were drawing fouls, and they forced the Pacers to shoot from the perimeter, which, in my opinion, isn't really an issue for the Pacers. What went wrong for OKC is they took their foot off the gas and they ended up being last. That's what happened. When you get into the second half and you decide to take your foot off the gas, you slowly start declining. You slowly start to make those miscues and you start to basically forget about your assignment. That's basically what happened. Uh, OKC, they got to come better because if they continue to play the way they played in game one for the rest of the series, they're cooked. They're cooked. Last thing I want to cover before I end the show, I want to start about to talk about the Pacers. I mean, Pacers were on a mission. Halliburton, I feel like he's playing with a chip on his shoulder. He didn't get MVP. He didn't get regular season MVP. He's the type of player who's been overlooked before, and now he's coming to let people know that I'm Tyrese Haliburton. I'm him. And he debuted his signature shoe, the Hallie ones, man. That's crazy. To come into that game and then ended up, you know, getting the game winning shot, the clutch. See, I feel like he's clutch. And he's not afraid to shy away from the clutch moments. He's there. He can handle the spotlight, he can handle the pressure. He's there for his teammates and he's gonna play his game. So the Pacers star players, Siakam, Toppin, Turner, and Halliburton. Siakam 19-3 and 10, Toppin 17-2 and 5, Turner 15 and 9, and he shot 5 of 10 from the field. Halliburton 14-6 and 10. Like I always say, double double equals double trouble. And like I said, Halliburton knew what they need to do. They were off to a rough start in the beginning, and you see Halliburton. If you notice, sometimes in the game, I seen in the game where in that finals game, game one, Halliburton normally he takes that side step and then he takes the 3 point shot, but he ended up passing it to trying to give it to Miles Turner in the paint, which ended up being a turnover. But Halliburton started to make the best of his situation. He started getting to the basket, getting to the paint. Um, you know, Lombard started taking over. Lombard with a step back three. They started to get in the paint in the second half. See on that one play with Siakam going to the rim and then finishing with the left hand. Had to switch over to the left hand finish. So Pacers, they you got to understand the Pacers have been going. And also what I notice is they're still playing the way they've been playing. They're playing extremely hard. And when you not just extremely hard, they're playing too hard. And over time, you start to decline. You start to get restless. You get fatigued. So they're gonna have to take time out and try not to go full force all the time. Like sometimes you're gonna have to go on cruise control. And credit to the Pacers, man. I mean, the Pacers did what they were supposed to do. They won the first game in OKC. OKC, on the other hand, like I said, what went wrong for them is the first half you come out guns blazing, you do what you need to do, and then the second half you just don't finish. You can't start and not finish. And another thing I want to say is SGA, Jalen Williams, Dort. I love Jalen Williams' game. Great ball handling skills, extreme amount of confidence. He is not afraid to attack the basket. He's not afraid to shoot the ball. If you see him when he got that steal for a fast break opportunity, he dunks it in the third quarter. But man, if your star player is SGA, the MVP, everybody know he getting the ball. Pacers know he getting the ball. So okay, let's generate a defense against that. Let's adjust our defense, and we know make him the vocal point because we know he's the guy we got to stop. Don't put the ball in SGA's hands for the last shot when the defense knows he's going to get the ball and they're going to make it to where he misses the shot. Get Alex Caruso, get Chet Holmgren, get Jalen Williams, get Dort, Wiggins, somebody. Because once you take the attention off of SGA and they focus on the supporting cast, okay, I can kick it out to SGA. Nobody knows, nobody's seen it coming. And there you go. But overall, OKC gotta set the tone next game. Pacers, they just gotta continue to play their game and do what they did in game one. That is all for today's episode. Once again, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload an episode. I'm Devin, and I'm signing off.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show.